Well, hey there, folks. I am back in the van, in the back of the van again. Right now, we're in Lincoln City. Don't know how long I'm gonna stay here. I will stay here overnight. I don't know if I'm gonna stay in the Safeway parking lot that I'm in right now, or if I'm gonna go up to Chinook Winds and park there. I'm gonna let a couple of hours go by, get some origami done. I'm also gonna look at what Instacart's offer me because I'm literally right outside the Safeway in Lincoln City. Since I've gotten here so far, it's just said, no, there's nothing available. Got one for you down in Newport. That's it. Now, I'm wondering if it's almost kind of starting with where I was this morning for now, and that's why it's showing me Newport and nothing in Lincoln City. Um, Although I will have to say, with the experience I just had in Safeway for my own personal self here in Lincoln City, I would be very okay if I end up going back down to the Newport area rather than being up here. Um, I mean, it wasn't a horrible thing. It was just two frustrations in a row. Um, the guy who was, I went in to basically just get a chicken and JoJo's meal. I just wanted something quick, easy, inexpensive, but a little filling. And I even asked the guy as he was pulling stuff out. I'm like, are you kind of just making sure I got fresh stuff? He's like, oh, yeah, it's fresh, it's fine, don't worry about it. And just put it in. And I mean, just Mr. Not social at all. Uh, but I got my food from him. There's a register like 4 or 5 feet down, maybe 6 feet down. It's still in the deli area. There's a guy standing right next to it. And I was looking at him like, can I check out? Uh, uh, uh. Like, dude, you're standing right here. I swear to God you know how to use a register. I knew how to use a register any job I had that had a register. Literally looking around for anybody but him to simply cash me out on 2 items. And I was finally like, dude, if it's that much trouble, I'll just go do self-checkout. So I cannot deny the Lincoln City Safeway service so far sucks out loud. I wouldn't come here. I wouldn't shop here. I wouldn't support this particular place. It's not good. They're obviously just churning off the fact that the casino is right over there, and people are like, oh, Safeway, that's a name I know. Let's go there. Service sucks. They're not here to take care of you like I feel some of my local Safeways are. They're just here to grind it out, and that's too bad. So if it stays that way here, especially, it doesn't seem to be busy because maybe people are so touristy here that they don't even think of doing Instacart. They just mob this place all day long. Then I would definitely rather be down in Newport. Working it out through the day. Rolling between Newport and a couple other spots down there. But I want to give Lincoln City a fair shake because I know it is a big beach town. It is a popular beach town. As I said, it has the casino here. And I think there's even an outlet mall. I mean, just to give you an idea of how busy this particular little beach town can get. Probably, in all sincerity, Oregon's busiest beach in that sense that it has everything it has going on. So far today, unquestionably, graveyard, my favoriteest thing. I would not be surprised if I'm back at that graveyard from time to time, just chilling out, enjoying that view, and loving the fact that nobody goes up there. Because that was on a Saturday. I mean, imagine what that place is like on a Wednesday. I could probably just chill up there all day and not see a soul during the summer if I wanted. And still be really close to stuff, too, which doesn't suck as well. But yeah, I really was alone enough that I felt fine setting up my table and putting out my stove and even letting the girls out for a moment. I mean, that is the first moment they've been out of the van since we started. Just because, and I knew that it would be a while before they really got to get outside, if I was being absolutely honest, just from shock of being in the van, it moving as much as it has, all that kind of stuff. So it did actually make me a little happy to see them get out of the van and not obviously go running away. But yeah, so that was a good little moment. And the beach was pretty fun too. I edited the footage down to the part going on to the beach. Unfortunately, in all sincerity, once I got onto the beach, I was looking at the ground so much that the camera was looking at the sand and not catching the ocean or anything like that. So that was my fault. But as you saw, I did find some agates, so I had a great time. Now for the next couple of hours, as wait for the sun to go down, wait for it to cool down, wait to see what this place looks like in a couple of hours. I'm gonna get back on the origami. I am up to 3. I have another 2 sets picked out that I would like to do today. So we'll have 5. I've definitely seen a couple of stores I'm starting to get interested in stopping in. As I mentioned, the one down in Newport, and I obviously want to get back there. I felt after 2 days of really being in the same spot, it was time to be out of there for at least a day. I saw a little hippie store. Saw a couple of literally hippie stores. That's the name of it. So pretty good chance might be kind of a little independent run place that if they like things like this, they'll just be like, yeah, dude, we'll carry it. Saw a couple of bead stores as well, so I obviously have real interest in going to there once I have money to play with too. I'm not broke right now. It's just I'm meting out the money I have left because, I mean, just being honest, getting myself ready to get on the road for this week, it cost a good little penny. Again, just to get stuff going. I had a bunch of little cat things I had to buy, last little things just to button up the van. I mean, every week it's just been money going out, money going out. As soon as money comes in, money's going out. We are going to be reaching the point, obviously, soon of where that stops. Because I, amazingly enough, have not actually gone to a restaurant yet. Primarily just because I know it's going to cost me $20-25 just to go into a restaurant. I mean, realistically, to sit down, order food, leave a tip, have a drink, whether that's a soda or a beer, I don't know yet. But I know it's going to be $20 to $25 realistically. And right now, that's just not an expenditure I can do. Let me get into the cycle of what Instacart is like down here. Let me figure out the places I need to be for Instacart to work for me down here. Again, this was still kind of an exploratory week too. It wasn't going to be this many days, but just because of how hot it's going to be in Portland on Monday, I have no desire to go back right away. And that's another one of the reasons why I'm doing this now here on Saturday, is to see what this place looks like this evening and tomorrow morning. And if it just looks like there's nothing going on here in the sense of work, I'm going to roll back down to Newport until I come to meet Mom in Depot Bay on Tuesday. And Depot Bay is beautiful. I am looking forward to stopping there, getting out with the camera, getting out with the phone, and getting some video done. I ended up just kind of rolling out the Silas River. I want to go check that out, and that even looks like there's a place to park overnight, so that's on the list. That might even happen end of tomorrow night. Who knows? Obviously still kind of playing it all by ear. Origami is definitely starting to kind of push me out of the way, which I'm okay with. I'm hoping at some point to have enough spilling over that it almost totally takes up that spot. But yeah, doing pretty good. Wish my chicken had been a little better. The JoJo's were okay. I just wish my chicken had been a little better, and wish they could find people who actually understood what customer service was. But small bitches in a big world, let's face it. Other than that, yeah, we done. We cool. I'm gonna get to making origami. I'll check in with everybody later. I realized that I forgot to mention the reason I was so unhappy with the Safeway experience. The chicken was dry, and I literally couldn't eat half of what I bought. But that's it. Alrighty, folks. This is Chinook Wings. I'm literally just sitting in my captain's chair right now. This will be the view from the front of my van for the night. I don't think that's too bad. It's not too busy here, obviously. I mean, you can see cars down there truly by the resort, but nothing at all ahead of me. Nothing for a while beside me. Nothing for a while beside me. So it's going to be very, very quiet up here. So I'm just going to be chilling and doing origami. Well, hey there, everybody. I have a Chuck in hand because she's being a little pissy because I've closed all the windows down so she can't look out every single side of the van. She wants to sit and fight me about that for the first like 5-10 minutes after we do it. I'm going to call this the Lincoln City kind of final update because, in all sincerity, and not in super bad ways, Chuck, seriously, there are so many other ways you can go. Consider this the Lincoln City final update. And I'm not upset with Lincoln City. It's a pretty beach for sure, but the town itself over time has definitely gotten to be very big. I mean, again, we have a casino here, and there's, like I said, I believe an outlet mall here. And like I said, with my experience with Safeway, just not thrilling. And on top of that, all the business I saw for Instacart today was down in Newport, completely and totally, unquestionably down in Newport. And there was one, because nobody had done it, got up to $32. At this point, Newport's 25 miles away, so I wasn't going to go jagging down there right away. But because of seeing that, because of seeing just how big Lincoln City really has become, because it's been a while since I've been down here too. I don't see myself coming back here much. You know, I found a couple of great spots, you know, between like Depot Bay and Newport for sure. That I'll definitely be going back to, the graveyard and that beach as well. And I want to go check out the Silets River too, because that definitely looks like something to go take a look at. But yeah, I mean, all in all, okay day. I mean, it was beautiful with what I found up at that hidden graveyard, and the beach was beautiful too. And like I said, I got some great rocks, so that was cool. I had honestly kind of thought that I would be able to do a shop or two in Lincoln City. I was a little surprised. I was really surprised at how little came up for them, and Newport stayed a little more constant still. So, in that sense of learning as we go, the smaller town of Newport seems to be a better bet than Lincoln City for the ability to work through Instacart, which I'm okay with because I like Newport better. So that's not a bad thing so far. And the reality is, I want to explore the beaches below Newport, not actually get my way back up here. So that tells me something too. Once I get back into town, get everything sold, actually get back on the road again for good, I can realistically head down the McMinnville way straight down to this area of Newport and below, rather than thinking maybe I should come up to Seaside and Cannon Beach and Lincoln City because they're the busy cities. They may be busy, but they're not offering any more work Instacart wise than some of the smaller kind of cooler towns are right now. And as I said, with Newport, I was able to park in that one parking lot for 2 days, no problems. Yeah, I got up and moved around, but not much. I was gone for like maybe an hour at the most. And fortunately, with maybe making that truly my Instacart destination, I will start more often than not in the Safeway / Fred Meyer parking lots. I may even make those more my regular spots and then just go enjoy the place where I took the sunset from like once or twice a week, so I don't overstay my welcome. And also check out that 16-hour place I was talking about, you know. So 3-4 days between Safeway and Fred Meyer, and then 3 or 4 days a week between the other two spots, you know, giving each of them a rest. So you only see me like maybe 1 day at one spot, 2 days at another spot, and then 2 more days in Safeway and 2 more days in Fred Meyer. That's a week at a time. That's not me, you know, boondocking consistently same spot. That's truly wandering around and not overusing the kindness of Newport itself, of how they allow parking, because I will also tell you a lot of places up here are no overnight parking. Everywhere it says no overnight parking. Really the only places you can is the Safeway parking lot up here, and I wouldn't even suggest that because, again, I wasn't impressed by it, and the parking lot itself is also filled with a lot of other little businesses, and it doesn't look like it would be a quiet parking lot more than anything else. Not a dangerous parking lot, just not quiet. I have a feeling that there's a lot of constant traffic through that area throughout the entire night. I'm willing to bet. Where I'm at right now at the casino is just past where all the big RVs are parked over that way. And then the main parking lot and the actual casino is right down, straight down, out my front window. I have no cars parked to me on this side. There is a shuttle bus that has not moved since I got here. And on the other side of me, there's nobody, with a couple of vans one tier down from me. So I have this entire tier to myself. And nobody's come up and said, hey, you can't park in this area. Nothing like that. And it's just, honestly, the parking lot is so dead. I think we're all just kind of spreading out because we can't. I mean, they're definitely busy down there by the main entrance, but up here it's open. There's lots of spaces. So the other thing I have going on tonight is no internet. So that is another reality to consider, because as I had said, I wanted to be able to work on the photography. That's not gonna happen tonight because I don't have an internet connection. And the other thing is, I might be able to do a little bit of it, but it's getting so dark, I don't want to do it by this kind of a light. I want to do that during the day, or kind of thing. And since I have literally no internet for the night, that's just honestly another kind of in the strike box for Lincoln City. When I was up in Seaside, I was able to latch into the Domino's internet, as I think I said before, the very first night I was there. And the 2 nights I was in Newport, I was able to sync into a Wi-Fi down there really easily too. It wouldn't normally happen until after about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, which I'm kind of used to with certain Wi-Fi. They get better when it's quieter in the air or what have you. But yeah, so about like 8:39, 9:15, I was able to get a really nice strong signal, settle back, watch a couple of shows, and go to sleep. That's not going to happen tonight. I'm not going to burn all these lights all night just to kind of have the fun and joy of having the lights on. I mean, it's nice, but it's not necessary. I don't have anything I'm going to read. I already got another chain, a long one, done of the origami, so we now have 4 completed. And my plan at this point, in all sincerity, is to get this video put together real quick, get it up online, and then I'm buttoning down for the night. And I think it's like 9:30, 9:40 at the latest. So this is going to be the earliest I've gone to sleep in a long time. But in all sincerity, my plan is to go to sleep as early as possible so I can wake up as early as possible. Like if I could be awake by 3:30, 4 o'clock, that wouldn't be a horrible thing for me. So I could get my coffee ready, have my moment, and then be down in the Newport area by 6 o'clock in the morning when the first order starts to roll out, and accept it and go to work, and just start making some money tomorrow. Because I'm not hurting yet, but I've definitely spent through a good amount of what I have. So the having fun and exploring time, fortunately, is coordinating nicely with, okay, looks like this is the place to go to, go do it, go to work, make some money. And so that's going to be tomorrow for however long I have to do it. So you may not see me as much, or you may see me giggling after a few hours of doing it, being like, I'm already up $80 for the day and I can be done, which I'm thinking might happen. I would love to actually start at about 6 o'clock and see if I couldn't be done by 11, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and just be like, yeah, that's all I got to do. It's time to go chill for the rest of the day. And that is kind of what I think is gonna happen eventually. That's going to become my schedule, is I might actually sleep more often than not in the grocery store parking lots after having spent the actual daytime out at the actual beach somewhere. And that way in the morning, just be able to do a quick little type of thing and go. Plus, the other reality is, let's face it, if I'm at something like a Fred Meyer, especially, which opens up at 6 o'clock, that's a bathroom that doesn't suck so bad. That actually gets cleaned. It has running water. It's an indoor type of thing. be nice to be able to go in there, get some hot water, put it on the face, run it through the hair, wash the hands, go shop. Because as soon as I accept the shop, I'm at the store. It's not like I'm 15 minutes away. It's like, oh no, he just walked in. Okay, 2.5, 3 minutes later, start shopping. And so yeah, we'll see how it goes. But we're going to Newport tomorrow, and going back. And I have a feeling that is probably where I will be in that area more than not until Tuesday when I come to the Depot Bay area to say hey to Mom while she's down here in the coastal area. So have a great night, and I will catch everybody soon.